What's going on, guys? I'm back again with another video, my thoughts on another knife, and unfortunately it's another knife that I'm going to sell. As much as I like it, I just can't find any use for it. Now, if you can't already see what we have here, this is the Boker Kalashnikov 74 automatic knife. Got it in orange. Picked it up on, I think it was Blade HQ not too long ago for about 40 bucks. I really wanted this knife. It just looks so cool, especially in the orange. And that's it's an aluminum handle there. AUS 8 blade. Nice little dagger finish there. And yeah, automatic knife. Oops, get that in the picture there. Just to give you the specs on the knife really quick. Punching it up. Overall length 7.6 inches. The blade is 3.35 inches. Closed it's 4 1/4, and it weighs 3.6 ounces. Once again, it's an aluminum handle, AUS 8 blade, automatic knife. And automatic knives are just cool, you know, reminds you of the movies, you know, where someone just pops up and press a button and whaka, there goes the blade. I wanted one, man. I wanted to play with one. But after having it for a while and tinkering and playing a little, I just can't find any use for it, so I'll be selling this soon. But as far as construction and design, I really like this knife. You got some good jimping on the back here. Got a nice little choil there. Nice kind of a pebble finish. Don't know what you want to call it. And see if we can get the camera to zoom in. Yeah, you see that? Boker logo, automatic Kalashnikov 74. Got the little communist star there. I always thought that was a nice touch. And then the clip. Some might like this clip, some may not. I think it's good. It's grippy in the pocket, but it is kind of obvious. But it is a low carry, low profile. So if you're into that, it'll work for you. It does come in the really cool, cool little box shaped like a AK-47 magazine. But you know, as much as I like the knife, I just can't find any use for this. I really don't trust carrying an automatic knife on a regular basis, especially since I carry in a rear pocket and sitting on it. You know, the last thing you want is for this thing to do like this in your pocket. I haven't really cut anything with it. I haven't done much with it other than just flick it open and play with it. It's a nice knife. It's a good collector piece, but I'm not really into collecting knives. I use my knives, and if I can't find a use for it, I tend to sell it. But I wanted to kind of show it to you guys. Once again, you know, there's a lot of videos for these knives on YouTube. But again, the size comparison is a very important thing. In case you're wondering kind of, you know, what this knife really looks like and what the size is, I break out the two that I'm going to use as my comparative standards. The Rat 1 from Ontario. I'll put this one up here, why not? And the Spyderco Tenacious. That's pretty much what the size comparison is like. Again, it's a good knife, it's a good size. It's not as heavy as you would think with the aluminum handle. And I mean, it's a nice blade. I could actually see myself cutting open boxes and rope and twine and cables and whatever else with this knife. It does feel good in the hand, but again, by its very nature, there is going to be a little bit of play in the blade. The locking mechanism on an automatic knife is not going to be as stout as, you know, a well-made liner lock, or even more so a well-made frame lock. Not frame lock, I'm sorry, lock back. You know, so especially like a ball bearing lock, they're way better designs as far as a safe locking mechanism than an automatic knife has. Truth be told, the only reason to get a knife like this is kind of cool factor. You know, it's part toy, part tool, part something cool to show off, because it's too dainty as far as this locking mechanism and the ease with which an accident can happen. It's too dainty to use as an everyday heavy-duty work knife. I'm sure you could, and I'm sure many people do. Personally, I wouldn't. But I mean, it's still well made. It's not heavy. You know, it's a good size. And again, like I said, it has some good jimping. It has the choil there. It's a nice blade. And AUS 8 is a pretty good steal for the price point. Once again, I got it for, I think it was $40 even, plus shipping. Or maybe even shipping was free. I'm not sure. Check Blade HQ. They still have the orange one in stock. And it's one of those that, you know what, if I could really justify the money, I'd keep it just in the collection, but I'll never use it. It'll just sit there. So off it'll go. But to all you guys out there thinking of buying or looking at, you know, a Boker automatic Kalashnikov 74, That's pretty much what it comes down to. It's a fun knife. It's well made, but again, for practical uses, I don't know, man. For practical use, you could do so much better. So again, maybe not the best review, but it's not really a review. It's just my thoughts on the Boker AK-74. Fun, but not very practical. Your mileage may vary. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. There's more coming. I'll see you guys on the next one.